I got screwed out of thousands of dollars and got my 2024 taxes messed up. So I guess it's time for a story time with Legacy Integrated. Now, even though they overpromise and underdeliver, that's not really the main thing I'm pissed off about. So there's a couple different variables here, but let's start with the most obvious one. So I paid them a certain amount of money and they were charging upwards of like $500 to $700 a month on top of that. I had all these things I requested for them to do that they agreed to do. They messed up my QuickBooks, didn't do my tax return, didn't fill my company out in the S Corp the way they said they were going to. So, that's crappy, but it is what it is. Now, to make things worse, not only did I get screwed over, one of my clients also went to them as well, multi-millionaire, and he needed help with his books too, and they messed up severely bad with him, making me look bad because I suggested him to them. Now, he paid the same amount of money I did, if not more. They didn't set up his payroll. They missed all the scheduled meetings. All his business expenses and money coming in was completely inaccurate. They said they were going to have a professional tax plan done. It was going to save him a bunch of money write-offs. Didn't do that. They didn't do the S Corp, same as me. Now, one way they most definitely breached the contract, they took my conversation that I had with them privately, sent it over to my financial advisor because I was complaining I was unhappy with the service, and then they pretty much showed it to him, which you cannot legally send conversations we had privately to somebody else. Even if I'm good friends with my financial advisor, I didn't approve of you doing that. But hey, I guess I don't get a refund anyways, right? Now, if I would have taken 5 minutes and looked up them online, I would have saw that they have 40 reviews over the past 6 months that are all 1 stars. They had like 1 4-star, but either way, all saying they're late on their taxes, they messed up their S Corp, messing up everything that they paid for. But that when they did get the work back, it was inaccurate. There's, inconsistencies. Once they paid them, they weren't getting the response times anymore. Like pretty much they took the money and dipped, same way they did to me. It's quite mind-blowing that a company this big could think that they can get away with it, Like all these other people probably don't have a voice like I do, so best believe I want everybody to know and make sure that they do not go to them. The big kicker, I talked to one of the previous employees and asked, them, what is going on from behind the scenes? And they took on way too many clients, hundreds of clients, $500 to $700 a month, thousands of dollars, and they couldn't keep up with it. So, we got shitty service, even though we paid a premium to get it. That's pretty obvious. I'm not going to get a refund now. But at this point, as long as you guys save money and don't go to them, that's good enough for me. A win is a win. And the employee, Jennifer Rogers, the way that you talk to people and the way you talk to me, best believe if I would have talked to you first before anybody else, I would not have given you guys $1. But people feel like they could talk to you any way they want to once they have your money because technically you're under contract. But best believe you can keep my money. But as long as other people don't go to you, it is what it is.